If you're in sales, there are two things that you hear from the majority of your clients that don't buy, and you don't know how to handle them. And I'm going to teach you how to handle them. You're going to hear, I need to think about it, and I've got to talk to insert third party here. That could be husband, wife, accountant. It could be any person that is not physically present. I got to think about it. The reason that people say this is because it's vague and you have no way to respond to it. What do you need to think about? Well, it's a lot of money. I need to think about it. And a lot of the word tracks that you've learned are terrible from all these gurus that are out there like, well, clearly I haven't given you enough information for you to make an informed decision. Don't talk like that. Nobody talks like that. And that is not going to get people to tell you what's really on their mind. And it's the same for I need to talk to whoever it is, because they're not there. So how could I make a decision if I need to talk to this person who isn't here? Everybody always says, oh no, that's not really me. I need to think about it, or I do need to talk to somebody. That is true maybe 5% of the time. The other 95% of the time, it's just the easiest two ways to leave the situation that you don't want to be in. Now, for car sales, especially if somebody is in person at the dealership, they want to buy a car. That's why they're there. Help them to make sense of the decision. When they say I need to think about it, there's something about the deal that they don't like. It could be the wrong car, the wrong payment, the wrong amount for the trade, the wrong interest rate, some other random reason they haven't told you. So here's how you handle it. Can I ask you one question before you leave? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being there's no chance that you buy this product, and 10 being you're ready to take it home today, where are you? They might say 7, 8, 9. No matter what they say, what gets you from a 7 to a 10? The reason this question works is it is a thought interrupter. It is a pattern interrupter. The pattern that is playing out in their brain says, I will say I need to think about it. They won't know what to say. I can go home, I can leave. When that pattern gets interrupted by a question that they weren't expecting, like where are you on a scale from 1 to 10, they will answer the question without even thinking. This is just what happens in real life. And then you can figure out what's really holding things up, and you will be shocked at the answers that you get. For the person who's not here, I need to talk to my wife. I need to talk to my accountant. What if they say no? Again, they're not expecting that question. They're expecting you to say, okay, what, should I call you tomorrow? And after you've talked to them, they're never going to talk to you ever again. But when you say, what if they say no? There's only two answers to this question. If they say no, then I'm not buying it. Or, well, they won't say no. If they say no, I'm not buying it. Okay, what would they say no to? Purpose of these responses is only to move the conversation forward. It's not to trick people into buying something. It's just to figure out what is really holding you back. It doesn't matter what you sell, they will help you. If you don't know how to handle these two objections, or you're just always going to be an average salesperson, and we want to be way above average.